So meeting is now streaming live on YouTube. In the chat box, I am pasting the live streaming link. So this is the live streaming link from the YouTube channel. And also I am pasting the Facebook link from where you can share your screenshots and you will get any other updates relating to the certificates, participation certificates. Yes. So with the permission of Dr. Nilesh Kumar Sahu, sir, can we start the meeting? Your
Yes,
faculty members are joining, I hope, in our next 10 minutes.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Sure.
Okay. Okay, sir. So dear Astara, now
Yes.
please begin the ceremony.
Sure. Namaste. Warm greetings to dear all from Malaysia, Medicaps University and 𝐒𝐿𝐴𝐳 Association. I, Professor Dr. Esther Mala, your mentor of this Grand Global Peace and Sustainable Development Goals Summit 2024, gladly expressing immense gratitude and heartfelt appreciation, extending a warm vote of thanks on behalf of 𝐒𝐿𝐴𝐳 Association and Medicaps University to all our honorable delegates, distinguished speakers, and students. Today, we have delegates from and students from 𝐿𝐴𝐳 Institute. We welcome you and welcome to esteemed gathering focusing on Sustainable Development Goal 16, Peace, Justice, and Strong Institution. As we convene today, we are reminded of urgent need to foster societies built on principles of fairness, equity, and accountability. The SDG framework has a total of 17 goals, 169 targets, and 247 indicators, 92 of which are environmental related. The SDG's aim is to measure the most pressing issues facing the planet, including the interaction between topics. SDG 16 stands as a beacon of hope, emphasizing the pivotal role of peace and justice in achieving sustainable development for all. It calls for the promotion of inclusive societies where the rule of law prevails and institutions are transparent, accountable, and responsive to the needs of their citizens. However, the road to achieving SDG 16 is fraught with challenges. Conflict, corruption, and inequality continue to threaten the fabric of our societies, hindering progress towards peace and prosperity. Yet, in the face of challenges, we must stand united in our commitment to building a better world. Today, let us engage in meaningful discussion, share innovative solutions, and forge partnership that will pave the way towards a more just, peaceful, and inclusive future for generations to come. Together, we have the power to transform aspirations into actions and aspirations into achievement. Let us embark on this journey with renewed determination and unwavering resolve. Let's hear from our eminent speakers what they got to say today and what they are sharing. With great honor and gratitude, I would like to invite Dr. Supriya Pathak to invite our first distinguished speaker for the day. Over to you, Dr. Supriya. Thank you.
Thank you very much, dear Astara. Thank you. Thank you. From bottom of my heart, I am truly humbled and honored to have the two great mentors from the land of Croatia and from land of Malaysia, dear Christiana Scaler and Professor Dr. Esther Mala. Thank you very much for all your patience, all your kindness, and all your support throughout this journey of the 17 days. So now I would like to request Dr. Nilesh Kumar Sahu. Sir, please tell me about yourself to all the distinguished speakers, and please tell us about your institute, sir.
Yeah, very good morning to all of you. Namaste from India. I'm Dr. Nilesh Kumar Sahu. I'm the head coordinator in the branch Artificial Intelligence and Robotics at Gyan Institute of Technology and Sciences. So the Gyan Institute of Technology and Sciences is a premium institute located in Jabalpur, Madhya Pradesh, India. It is established in 2003, offering currently courses in engineering, pharmacy, and management program. It is approved by All India Council of Technical Education and currently affiliated with Technical University of MP. And GGITS, that is Gyan Institute of Technology and Sciences, features NBA accredited undergraduate program in computer science and engineering, electronics and communication, electrical engineering, mechanical engineering, and electrical and electronics engineering. Currently, we are running 5 to 6 CS allied branch related to current demand like AI and robotics, AI ML, data science, IoT. All these are in the current demand. So we are running, these are allied branches and CSBS also. So, all these branches are equipped with modern amenities and infrastructure. And we have tie-up with the Cisco, Oracle, Microsoft, AWS, Neptel, IIT, and IBM. Currently, we have established one lab in collaboration with IIT Bombay named as 𝐒𝐮𝐬𝐭. So it is for the robotics lab. And we have, in previous year, we have placed around 800 plus students in reputed companies. So major recruiter of our college is TCS, Wipro, Mahindra, Tech Mahindra, Infosys, MDocs, Persistent, Reliance Jio, and so on. So with this introduction of my college, I welcome all the participants and all the dignitaries in this meeting. And once again, I would like to thanks to give the opportunity to our college to be a host of this Global Peace Summit and Sustainable Development. So thank you, and thank you all for giving me this opportunity. And we can proceed this knowledge sharing session with the permission of Supriya ma'am.
Dr. Nilesh, can we have your gesture first? Before we forget, yes. Okay. No, one more time. Smile, one more time. Yes. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Nilesh Kumar Sahu. Thank you very much. Now, with these two inaugural address, we can start the all sessions from around the world. So in this series, first, I would like to request Dr. Anita C. Powell, the great lady who believes in justice, who believes in peace, and who believes in women empowerment. So, Dr. Anita, I am truly humbled and honored that in this global platform, actually, you helped me a lot to connect with the different speakers who promote the sustainable development all around the world, to make the harmony, to make the peacefulness in this beautiful world, sir. So thank you, Dr. Anita. Now the whole virtual stage is your, ma'am. Ma'am, please share your views, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Dr. Supriya. And I want to thank you, Dr. Supriya, Dr. Mela. I want to thank Dr. Esther. I want to thank Witty Gossip Association, as well as Medicaps University. And just thank you all. I'm so glad to be here with you, Reverend Jocelyn and Christina and everyone, esteemed speakers. I'm honored to be among such esteemed speakers. You know, for the sustainable goal 16 peace, peace, that's my thing, the Tap Into You movement. Reverend Johnson knows about this. She's part of it. Peace is such a, it's such a paramount issue here in our, not only in our domestic or our sphere of influence, but it's a major element in our global society. And, this time, I thought about, we think about peace, peace, peace. And I thought about, I said, well, what is peace? And even just for a moment, I'd like for you all, just for a second, just to think the first thing that comes to your mind, what is peace to you? What really is peace to you? Well, what I did is I Googled, of course, to see, okay, let me see what the definition of peace is. And of course, Googling, it says calm, law and order, goodwill. But then, I have a 1923 dictionary. And when I really want to know what the archaic, what the real root of a word means, I break out my 1923 dictionary. And that dictionary held that it yield the words of undisturbed, it yield repose. And then it also even went further to where it says a spiritual connotation, a spiritual meaning of peace. And that means rest of soul and the peace and the place where God resides in our heart. And I said, you know what, that is really the essence of peace, undisturbed. Now, peace, when we think of peace, to have peace, does that mean that things are perfect? Now, that depends on our definition and our interpretation and perception of what perfection is. I would say not necessarily that it needs to be perfect according to societal norms. However, everything is perfectly as it is, because everything as it is in the main institutions of economy, family, state government, education, religion, all of these things are in perfect order, because all of these things, it is a societal activity, which is a state of collective consciousness. So whatever the disruptions that we have in our global society, in our global community, whatever the abundance of love that we have, whatever peace that we have, whatever absence of peace that we have, we must understand that it is a collective consciousness. And I think this is a beautiful thing, that all of the summits and symposiums and conferences and all of these things getting together, people are getting together and sharing our idea, our heartfelt thought on what these SGDs are and what is peace. What I propose is that, and I reached out with Dr. Supriya, I propose that there's so many, and praise God, there's a lot of organizations dealing with peace. But I noticed, though, in just looking at different places and reaching out to different organizations, that we have a lot of these organizations that are advocating peace, but we're doing them separately. And anytime there is separation, there is division, and it's fission. Even in the nucleus and the science, in the structure of the atom and the molecule and all of that, anything that is fission, which is separate from, is weakened. And in part of the SGD number 16, it includes what it says, strength in institutions, meaning family and all of this. Strength comes from fusion. Strength comes from fusion. When we come together as a collective, then that's when we get the strength. So my proposal is that, this is beautiful. I think this is beautiful that we have these setups where we have the conferences and everything. I propose now, okay, let's now start collaborating. In Business 101, the first thing that it said, collaboration is key. In a family unit, collaboration is key. In education, collaboration is key. In state government, collaboration is key. In religion, collaboration is key. See, because it doesn't matter if we're all, we're different. We talk about division, inclusion and belonging and diversity. It is a beautiful thing to be different. That means that we're unique. That is a beautiful thing. We all came here for one purpose, and that's to express the attributes of the Creator. The how is our uniqueness. And the how is when we all come together and come into a fusion of a situation and then work together. Now, it reminds me of Mother Teresa too, and that strength and where we're thinking. Mother Teresa was asked to join a war rally. And Mother Teresa said, you know what? I respectfully decline to attend your war rally. However, you have a peace rally and I'll be there. It all depends on what we are concentrating on. So I'm also proposing sometimes, ask ourselves, are we concentrating more on inequality or are we concentrating more on equality? Are we concentrating more on the war and the absence of peace that is in our world, or are we concentrating more on peace that is in our world? And that's another proposal thing. And said, okay, let's, whatever we participate in, there's a saying, energy flows where thought goes. And if our collective consciousness is more concentrating on inequality, let's see what we can do for inequality, as opposed to, okay, let's build on the equality, then what we're doing is, again, we are fusing the strength, like SGD, strength and institution. Our mind and our collective consciousness is an institution. And when we build on this institution and say, let's decide to think more on that solution than the problem, then energy flows where thought goes. And then we have a collective consciousness of thinking on the positive as opposed to the destructive negative. And I say, because everything is energy, that will change a lot of things. That's all I have to say about the SGD 16. Thank you so much for listening. And I do hope this served and gave someone some food for thought. God bless you all. I love you all. Blessings, peace, and love.
Wow, what a powerful and inspiring sharing on peace and justice. Wow, you really woke all of us up, because the other side of the world, it's morning. So I think everybody got up by now. Thank you so much for such a wonderful speech. Dr. Anita, we love to have you again and again. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, dear Adita. Thank you very much.
Did y'all get me?
Yes. Done. Perfectly all right. Actually,
Okay.
Dr. Anita ma'am is associated with the Team Witty Gossip Association from the last 4 years. And just because of all credit goes to Women Indian Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Ms. Harbeen Arora ma'am.
Yes.
Actually, she connected all of us. Yes, she connected all of us. So
yes, she did. Beautiful sister. I just love her to life.
Yes.
As I love you guys to life.
Yes. She has created a great platform for all the women. And actually, she is the true advocate of the women empowerment.
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, so now moving ahead, I would like to call my another sister from the land of Grenada, the Caribbean country. And thank you very much, Jocelyn ma'am, for accepting my invitation to address the SDG 16. Thank you, ma'am. I am truly humbled and honored to have you in this global platform, ma'am. Thank you. Now, ma'am, the whole virtual stage is your, ma'am. Please share your views, ma'am.
Oh, thank you, Dr. Supriya. It's such a pleasure to be here with you, and greetings from Grenada. And it's so appropriate that Dr. Anita started off sharing with us about energy and energy flows, and she gave a whole explanation of how the history, the true meaning of peace, because I'm just gonna build a little on it in a very simple way. I am a Global Peace Ambassador representing Dr. Anita's Tap Into You movement. And by now, I don't have to give any statistics of what is happening in regards to the opposite of peace. So the figures and everything is there. But as Dr. Anita says, energy goes where energy flows, where our thoughts goes. And my proposal, it's pretty simple. And I'm gonna actually share from our universal verses that we as Peace Ambassador prepared. It's words to inspire peace, hope, and empowerment through our spoken word poetry. And there's two poems there which literally helps us not just to hear about peace or hear about what is not causing peace, but literally gets us into action. And I wanted to dive into that and share a little bit on that. It's from one of our Peace Ambassador, 𝐒𝐮𝐬𝐭𝐚𝐢𝐧𝐚𝐥 sorry if I pronounce her name incorrect, and she's a former journalist and a communication director, and has written and published 3 other books. So her poem goes like this: all born free and equal. We're all born free and equal, and yet, as soon as we out of the womb, the spell we put on them tell us the opposite. That some are more equal than others, that boys are stronger than girls, that white skin is more intelligent than skin of color, that this religion is wiser than that one, that a rich man has more worth than a poor man, that a famous person is more important than someone who shows fame. Who decides this? Who casts this spell? For after all, it is merely a spell. What truly matters in life, and we know that we are kind to others, that you treat yourself and others with love and respect, that you honor yourself and all other things as sacred, that you are stronger and braver than you realize, that no one can take away your dignity but yourself, that you create your destiny with positive thoughts and action. What truly matters, that you remember what you know deep down in your heart. The knowing you had when you first emerged from the womb, that we indeed are all free and equal. With this memory comes true freedom. Freedom from shame, from guilt, from fear, and everything. And it's because of the fear most times we have this undisturbing unrest and not have peace. And I went on to pull a little bit from our Tap Into You website, where Dr. Anita spoke about, she had a bit of one of the quotes which says, and let there be peace and let it begin with me. And that's where it all begins and where it also ends too. I'm going to go on to share the other poem from the Hilda's. She says, inside my little nest. Inside my little nest, The air is so peaceful. Breath in it, breathe in it slowly. Breathe in, breathe out. And again, out, then in this time, breathe in, breathe out. My body attuned itself, all limbs alive, to the frequency of peace, our breath. Peace air surrounds me. Peace air kisses me. Peace air blows onto my eyelids. I look inside my little nest, the love of peace. I never wanted to leave this nest. I have to be pushed outside to hear those sounds. The crack of guns, the blast of bombs, the roars of grenades, the crazy world out there. How did we get to this? I want no part of it. Not now, not ever. I'm peace inside. I'm peace outside. I make myself invisible so no one can push me out. This is my nest of peace. The place where we all came from before we were pushed out. The place we all want. Is that too much to ask for? If we all got brave, refuse to take up arms for the politicians, what then? If we all believed that peace was possible and that all life was sacred, that we could and we would not kill, what then? Then our whole world will be a little nest of peace. And so this is my little contribution today to our STD goals. It begins with us. Every one of us, the little things we can do. In our Tap Into Your movement, we have our Peaceful 6, where we meditate or we do things surrounding peace, things that would create peace. Then in my institute, we talk about meditation and Meatless Monday, where we focus again on things that would create peace, the type of food we eat that would encourage our bodies to be on a higher frequency. And so our thoughts will be affected. And we create awareness by the conferences that we have now. Dr. Anita talked about collaboration and how great it is to be in collaboration here tonight. And so this I want to say, I want to leave us with it again. Let there be peace and let it begin with me. And that's by Jill Jackson Miller and Shai Miller, 1955. Thank you, Dr. Supriya. Thank you, everyone. Much love.
Thank you, dear. Thank you. Thank you very much. Dear, please do this gesture so that we can share your screenshot. Dear, please do this.
Yes, yes. Do it, please. Yes, lovely. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you. Dear Christiana, would you like to share your views about this speech dedicated to the SDG 16 and the appealing ones for the sustainable world? Dear, would you like to share your views?
Good morning to all eminent participants here. Good morning, Anita. Good morning, Jocelyn. Amazing start with this morning. Thank you. Peace in us. That is message for this morning. We will all start with ourselves, and when we calm, when we respect others, when we collaboration with others in differences, then we'll start peace. That is my message. That is collaboration with all of you. I'm very grateful to be here with you this morning and share these thoughts. And my morning will start much more powerful, richer with you. Thank you for this morning.
Thank you, dear Christiana. Thank you very much. Now, I would like to request each participant and each speaker, please switch on your camera and do this gesture so that we can spread the message of peaceful world, the more sustainable world. So I would like to request each participant, dear Fiona, please. Yes, thank you very much. Yes, dear Zalvika, please switch on your camera.
Ariana is very close.
That's great. Kwanshifil, if possible, please switch on your camera. Okay. Alan and Tamar, if possible, please switch on your camera from land of Georgia.
Yes.
Tamar, yes, we can see you, Tamar. Tamar, please ask Alan to switch on the camera. Alan, could you hear me? Please switch on your
კამერა ჩართე თუ შეგიძლია.
Okay, that's great.
Yes. Okay. Shall I say?
Okay. Yes.
Yes.
So yes, yes, dear Astara, I will click the picture. Okay.
Yeah.
Now please,
Dr. Derry?
yes. Now please do this.
watching
Fiona, Louis,
Yes.
please do this.
Fiona?
Yes,
Yes,
Fiona and Louis,
lovely.
please do this.
Yes, yes, lovely, everyone, except you, Dr. Supriya. You are so
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So thank
Done,
you.
dear. Done. Thank you so much for everything.
Yes, yes, it's a really a great picture. So thank you very much. Okay. So now, moving ahead, I would like to call one of the professor from the land of Philippines and one of our speaker who is associated, who has been associated for the last 3 years. So Professor Cliff, the whole virtual stage is yours. So please introduce yourself and please share your experience to participated in this Global Peace and Sustainable Development Summit for the last 3 years. Sir. So I hope this initiative you liked and I hope you will appreciate and recommend this initiative, sir. Please go ahead, sir.
Yes, hello, Dr. Supriya. Am I audible?
Yes,
Hel-
sir.
Hello,
Loud and
everyone.
clear, sir.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. I'm Cliff Lilangan. I am an assistant professor here at Holy Angel University. And just like what Dr. Supriya mentioned, I have been invited for more than 3 times, I guess, already, because I believe in their advocacy. I believe in their cause. Dr. Supriya and her team are really doing an excellent job trying to make sure that the sustainable development goals are really enforced, implemented, in place, and the students, the academics, the citizens are encouraged. So this is a global effort which I am so honored and at the same time humbled to be a part of. So again, Dr. Supriya and your team, thank you so much for inviting me. And I hope and look forward to more collaborations with you. So,
Sure, sir. Sure, definitely. And sir, would you like to share your screen?
I'm sorry?
So would you like to present your PowerPoint presentation?
Yes.
PPT?
Yes,
sir.
I would.
So, sir, you are a co-host, sir. You can share the screen, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
All right. So here, I hope everyone can see this.
Yes, sir.
All right. So earlier, I would like to echo what has been mentioned a while regarding peace and justice and strong institutions. Now, my take on this is I'd like to go to the religious slash biblical point of view. For me, peace is a fruit of the Holy Spirit, a fruit of God's Spirit. For me, peace enables positive energy among nations. And love is truly a strong, stable foundation for peace. I'd like to start on that premise. So I'll be talking about peace, justice, and strong institutions. I'll just go through this one very, very quickly before I insert my own opinions and research regarding this one. So we know that SDG 16 is about promoting peaceful and inclusive societies for sustainable development. It's all about providing access to justice for all and build and building. It's about building effective, accountable, and inclusive institutions at all levels. And what has been mentioned earlier regarding peace, that it has to come from within, that's very, very true, because it's so easy for us to wait for peace to happen, right? But then if it begins with us, we do our part to make sure that peace happens. We have to make sure that we stamp out all forms of exclusion. We have to stamp out the feeling that these are my friends, they are not my friends, that anybody could join our circle. So for me, that is one concrete step in promoting peace. According to the late John F. Kennedy, peace is a daily, a weekly, a monthly process, gradually changing opinions, slowly eroding old barriers, and quietly building new structures. I think this is very profound. What John F. Kennedy mentioned, peace is not just achieved at the end of the year or at the end of a decade. Peace is actually done on a daily basis. And then it progresses forward. And I know it's very difficult for us to have this because all of us have got issues of our own. We've got problems of our own. But then peace would actually make sure that other opinions are engaged. Peace is about making sure that barriers that prevent our friendship, our amity, these barriers are eradicated, are gone, and then building new bridges and new structures. Although some countries, reported positive progress for reaching higher levels of peaceful societies, the world at large is experiencing a negative trend with further tensions and societal insecurities. I think all of us here can name a country or two or a town that is experiencing some sort of conflict. As I am talking right now, other towns, other countries, other places may be experiencing some sort of conflict. So there are also escalating conflicts with an ever expanding refugee crisis as a result. Obviously, people desire peace of mind. People desire security. All of us have got families of our own, loved ones we desire for their safety and security, don't we? Right? According to the Global Peace Index, we could see here global peacefulness experienced a slight decline at 0.42%. So this marks the ninth consecutive year of deterioration. What could be the cause of this? I mean, we don't want this to happen, do we? Instead of a decline, we want global peacefulness to actually to be on the rise. I think I think that is self-explanatory. That's what we all desire. Because perhaps justice is a factor, right? When people are denied justice, then obviously there is a disruption of peace. If you have noticed, I'm just scratching out the surface here for the sake of time. And I know that all of us here have something worthwhile and effective and beautiful to say. So I'm not going to eat up a lot of your time. Access to fair justice systems is an inherent human right. Yet victims of violations do experience unjust treatments and unresolved prosecution processes. Maybe each one of us here can relate a thing or two about a point in our life where we experience unjust treatment. Probably we have heard countless of stories about people experiencing injustice and unresolved prosecution. That is the harsh reality. Now, strong institutions are very crucial and critical in making sure that justice prevails and that peace ensues or results out of this. Strong institutions, as I said earlier, are critical. They are essential for ensuring that peace and justice are maintained and upheld. That is the heart and core of SDG number 16. This includes a robust system of government, an independent judiciary, and a strong civil society. I think all of us here desire a robust, a strong, an effective system of governance in our government. We want judges, right, who cannot be swayed by popular opinions, who cannot be bought. Dr. Esther Mala mentioned earlier about the corruption that goes on around the world, right? We desire an independent judiciary, a strong pillar of justice where the judges are not above the law. They are under the law. They implement the law no matter what. That's why we know that there is the lady, right? The justice, lady of justice has a blindfold because she does not look at the physical appearance or the status of people. She just listens, right? And then weighs. And then the sword obviously implements or wields the authority or the punishment or anything like that of a sort. And then, of course, we desire a strong civil society where civilians are well informed, well aware, and proactive in whatever is happening in their society. Okay, so as I mentioned earlier, I have to make sure that this talk of mine is just within the time limit given to me. So, in recap, I was able to start the premise by making sure to inform everybody about this famous adage that peace enables nations and societies to actually be engaged in positive energy. And love is a foundation of peace, right? It's the strong foundation of peace. When there is justice, then peace automatically ensues, or maybe gradually ensues. Correction. And strong institutions are pillars, are essential, are critical in making sure that peace and justice are not only experienced one time, but hopefully sustained for quite a long time. So that ends my talk. I hope I was able to share something useful, something significant to all of you. Thank you, Dr. Supriya and Witty Gossip Associations for having me here. And my salute and my respect to all the dignitaries who are here. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Cliff. Thank you. Yes.
Yeah, can we have your gesture, please?
Yes, sir.
Professor? Yes. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Professor. It's done.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. And as in the Team Witty Gossip Association, we follow the tagline, which means great minds discuss ideas. So whole this journey, the throughout journey of the 17 years, we have fruitful discussion about the challenges, targets, and all the opportunities also related to the sustainable development goals. So I am Dr. Supriya Pathak, truly humbled and honored with all distinguished speakers around the world to make this movement more powerful and more energetic, more enthusiastic. So thank you all of you. Now, moving ahead, I would like to request our another guest speaker from the land of China, the research scholars of my mentor, one of my friend also, Dr. Derry from St. Patrick School, Quezon City, Philippines. So moving ahead, now first I would like to request Fiona. Fiona ma'am, please switch on your camera and please share your views related to the Sustainable Development Goal 16, peace, justice, and a strong institution. Fiona ma'am is one of the primary school teacher from the land of China. Yes, ma'am. Please share your views.
Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Fiona. I am a primary school English teacher from the mainland China. Today, I am very honored to share my thoughts on Sustainable Development Goal 16, which is dedicated to promoting peaceful and inclusive societies for sustainable development, providing access to justice for all and building effective, accountable, and inclusive institutions at all levels. There are three contents in my presentation. First of all, I would like to say something important of the SDG 16. SDG 16 encapsulates the essence of what it means to create a just and equitable world. It emphasizes the role of institutions in fostering social progress and ensuring that the benefits of development are shared by all. As a Chinese PhD student, I am particularly aware of the importance of this goal in the context of our rich cultural heritage and historical journey. The United Nations has been at the forefront of the efforts to achieve Sustainable Development Goal 16, which aims to promote peaceful and inclusive societies for sustainable development, provide access to justice for all, and build effective, accountable, and inclusive institutions at all levels. Through various initiatives and actions, the United States has been actively promoting the implementation of SDG 16 and making significant progress towards its realization. One of the key areas of focus for the United States has been promoting global dialogues on peace building. The organization has been convening and facilitating global, regional, and national dialogues on peace building, conflict prevention and resolution, and post-conflict recovery. These dialogues have provided a platform for governments, civil society, the private sector, and other stakeholders to share experience, identify challenges, and develop solutions to promote peaceful and inclusive societies. Another important area of work for the United States has been strengthening the rule of law and good governance. The organization has been supporting member states in their efforts to improve the quality and effectiveness of their legal frameworks, including through the provision of technical assistance and capacity building programs. Additionally, the United States has been promoting the adoption and implementation of international legal instruments such as the Universal Declaration of Human Rights and the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights to ensure that the rights and freedoms of all people are protected and promoted. Closer to home, in China, the impact of global efforts towards achieving Sustainable Development Goal 16 has been profound. Our government has been proactive in responding to call for greater justice, transparency, and social harmony at the national level. In recent years, remarkable strides have been made to improve access to justice, ensuring that the rights and freedoms of all citizens are upheld. This has been achieved through various initiatives such as the establishment of legal aid centers, strengthening of judicial institutions, and promotion of legal education. Moreover, the Chinese government has prioritized transparency in its governance, recognizing its critical role in fostering trust and confidence among its citizens. This has been evident in the increased disclosure of public information, the promotion of open data policies, and the strengthening of whistleblower protection laws. These measures have not only contributed to national development, but have also aligned China with the global push for greater transparency and accountability. In addition, the promotion of social harmony has been a key focus of the Chinese government. This has been achieved through various social policies that aim to address socio-economic disparities and promote inclusivity. For instance, measures have been implemented to ensure equal access to education, healthcare, and employment opportunity. These initiatives have helped to create a more equal and just society, thus contributing to the global effort towards SDG 16. As a PhD student, I am profoundly moved by the aspirations outlined in SDG 16, which calls for the promotion of peaceful and inclusive societies, the provision of access to justice for all, and the strengthening of effective, accountable, and inclusive institutions at all levels. This goal resonates deeply with me because it reminds me that peace, justice, and strong institutions are not just abstract concepts, but rather the fundamental building blocks of a thriving and sustainable future. In my community, I see these values being actively embodied in various ways, whether it's through volunteer work, community service, or simply by treating each other with respect and compassion. We strive to create a society where everyone feels included and valued. We understand that when people are treated unfairly or when social harmony is disrupted, it not only affects the individuals involved, but also has a ripple effect on the entire community. As college students, we have a unique role to play in realizing SDG 16. We are the future leaders and change makers of our society, and our actions and decisions will shape the world we inherit. We can contribute to promoting social harmony by engaging in open and inclusive dialogues, seeking to understand diverse perspectives, and working together to find common solutions. We can support the rule of law by being law-abiding citizens, respecting the institutions that uphold justice, and actively participating in the democratic process. Moreover, we can use our academic skills and knowledge to research and analyze the root of causes of social conflicts and inequalities. By doing so, we can identify effective strategies to address these issues and work towards creating a more equitable and sustainable world. We can also collaborate with other students, faculty, and community members to develop innovative solutions that address the challenges facing communities. In conclusion, SDG 16 serves as a powerful reminder that as individuals and as a society, we have the responsibility and the ability to shape a better future. By embodying the values of peace, justice, and strong institutions in our daily lives and through our actions, we can contribute to build a world that is more inclusive, equitable, and sustainable for all. Thank you for listening to my thoughts on SDG 16. I hope that we can all take inspiration from this goal and work towards building a better world for ourselves and future generations. Thank you. That's all.
Thank you, dear Fiona. Thank you very much. I am giving you a spotlight, dear. Just hold down. Yes. Dear Fiona, I would like to request you, please do this gesture.
Yes. Your both palms together and higher next to your face. Look at me. Yes. Yes, please. Like this. Like this.
Dr. Derry, please tell her.
Yes.
Speak Mandarin.
Fiona, are you allowed to do this one for the picture taking?
I don't know.
They might not be allowed. Dr. Esther
老师，
and
我问你
Dr.
能
Supriya.
不能拍照？你拍个照啊，你说可以啊。
哦，
Yeah.
我自己拍照吗？怎么拍啊？
不是，他拍你，你把脸露出来，他拍你，他问你可不可
Do
以
I
拍
need？to take a photo now, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
Can
It's
you
okay,
do
it's
this?
okay.
It's okay. Okay.
Yes, yeah.
You can just take a photo, Dr. Supriya, with them. They might not be allowed to do so for the country.
Okay.
Yes, yes, no issue, sir, no issue. Yes, okay. So now, moving ahead, I would like to request our another research scholar from the land of China. So the land of China, yes. We have Louis. Louis, Stephanie, are you here?
Yes, I'm Stephanie,
Yes.
and I'm here, and I will share my screen. Oh, can you allow me to share the screen?
Yes.
It's,
Yes,
okay.
yeah, I am
I will
making
try.
photos. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's
Great,
not
great.
okay. I can share now. I think. Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh my God. Wait. Set Zoom said I need to make adjustment. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened to the Zoom. Oh my God.
Yes, tell me, Miss Louis, what's happened? I can help you.
Yes, I want to share my screen, but it said the Zoom. I don't know what happened to the Zoom. Can anyone share to me?
Yeah, sure. Dear, you can share your PowerPoint presentation to Dr. Derry. Dr. Derry will help us to share the screen.
How
Yes,
can how can I send it to Dr. Dakanai?
Derry. Okay, you can or you can email us. I am in the chat box. I am writing an email address. You can email. I will share on behalf of you. Okay.
Oh, you mean I send it through the chat box here?
Yes, you can share. You can share on the chat box.
I don't know why when I touch the shared screen, but the Zoom doesn't work.
Okay, no issue. You can share your PowerPoint presentation on the chat box. I will share. Okay.
Chat box. Okay,
Yes.
how can I? Let me try to send to you here. Sorry, I will try.
Or you can email. You can email g𝐥𝐸@.
Okay, I will email. Just wait for 1 minute. I will email Dr. Dakanai now. Okay.
Yes, you can do. Yes, you can do. Okay.
Sorry.
No issue.
Okay.
No issue, dear. Don't be afraid. We are with you.
Okay, thank you. I'm trying to send to Dr. Dakanai now. Wait,
Dr.
I don't know how to.
Okay.
Okay, well, how can I do it? Yes, wait. I'm not sure. I don't know. How can I sell it? Doctor, how can I show through QQ? Oh my God. QQ. 完了，
你分享不了吗？
你帮我搞一下来，我都不知道怎么发给他，我这 QQ 邮箱在手机上，手机里又没有 PPT，你帮我 share 一下来。
你这样我登个微信先。我来登个微信。你发个微信给我。
我现在发给你。
I would like to request.
我发给你吧，我不知道为什么我打开不了。
Zalzika, the speaker from the land of Croatia. Dear, are you ready with the presentation?
我现在登着。
I'm ready. I'm ready.
发我。
Okay.
等一下，我需要时间搂下来，接受。好慢，等我搂一下。
Okay, so thank you, dear Zazika. I am giving you spotlight.
等一下，我这边再搂，再转圈，再转圈。
I will share my screen with my presentation.
Yes.
Okay. It is visible, I hope.
Yes, yes, it's visible.
Yes.
Dear,
Okay.
please first introduce yourself to all the mentors and to all the distinguished speakers, and then we will start with your presentation, dear.
Okay. So my name is G𝐥𝐿𝐿. I'm a teacher from elementary school Dalj from Croatia. I'm teaching history and Croatian language for 20 years, and this is my topic about peace, justice, and strong institution in the world. So that's really short for me. So my message is that peace in the world in this hard time. I'm and my student, we research about how we can implement peace in the world. So according to the Abraham Maslow theory, basic human need for security and basic satisfactions of physiological needs, and only after they have been met can one strive to satisfy the more complex, such as the need for self-realization. A society in which there is no peace, justice, and no strong institution aimed at protecting vulnerable groups, security of citizens, and the fight against corruption and crime, cannot ensure the individual's primary need for security and thus take steps to meet other goals of sustainable development. So the goal 16 seeks to promote and strengthen the development of the peaceful, inclusive, and just societies.
Dear
The basic
Zalvika, I would like to
Yes.
request, please click on the slide where you are. Actually, you
Okay.
are on the first slide. You are on the first slide, right?
Only first. Sorry, I don't know what has happened, but to me is go
No
on.
issue. Yeah, no issue.
Željka,
Just
Željka, samo klikni na svakoga. Samo klikni na svakoga pa će se on pomaknuti. Mi vidimo samo prvi.
Samo prvi. Ok, da izađem iz dio projekcije, pa možda bolje tako na svaki.
Ma nema problema, ostani ovako, samo na svakoga klikni. Onda će, evo, pomaknuo se, sve ok.
Ok. Hvala.
Kreni dalje, super je.
Može, thanks. So peaceful societies do not participate in violence against other groups, have no civil wars or international collective violence, do not maintain a permanent military police organization. There is a little or no daily violence, certain forms of structural violence by economic, political, and or social structures. Within goal 16, 10 sub-goals have been defined: reduced violence, protect children from abuse, exploitations, trafficking and violence, promote the rule of law and ensure equal access to justice, fight organized crime and illicit financial flows and weapons, significantly reduce corruptions and bribery, develop effective, accountable and transparent institutions, ensure responsible, inclusive, and respectful decision-making, strengthen participation in global governance, provide universal legal identity, ensure public access to information, and protect fundamental freedoms. So promote peaceful, inclusive, and just societies. Peace, stability, human rights, and effective governance based on the rule of law are essential catalysts for sustainable development. Today, we live in a world where differences are growing. Some regions enjoy constant peace, security, and prosperity, while others find themselves in the seemingly unprotected cycle of conflict and violence. It is certain that this situation is not inevitable and must be resolved. How do we protect peace, justice, and strong institutions? Legal systems in the world today, as throughout history, are based on civil, customary, and religious law. Also, the people of some regions live in peace and prosperity. There is still many wars at the world level, insecurity and fear, and in some countries, fair legal systems have not been established. Even with a cursory glance at the daily news, we become aware of conflicts and violation of basic human rights. Goal 16 is devoted to the most promotion of peaceful and inclusive societies for sustainable development, the provision of access to justice for all. The high-level political forum shall follow up on the implementation of sustainable development and shall avoid overlap with exciting structures, bodies, and entities in the cost-effective manner. In the topic about Second World War, we're learning about United Nations. We made the posters in Canva about the goal 16. So in class, we're also taking about violence against children. The protection of children from all forms of violence is fundamental is UN Convention of the Right of the Child. We do content every point. This is the Canva posters of my students. Peace and good, lovely peace and honest is a part of life. Justice and peace in the world institutions are very fragile, and their values need to be built in society with the help of political and economic institutions. State governments needed to work on building these two institutions for a better and more human world. Violence against children. Several other SDG targets address specific forms of violence and harm towards children, such as child marriage and the eradication of child labor, including the recruitment and use of child soldiers. 1 billion children globally experience some form of the emotional, physical, or sexual violence against children often remains hidden and socially condemned. Support the children. Violence against children knows no borders of culture, class, education, income, of ethnic origin. It takes place in institutions designed for their care and protection, in school, online, and also within the home. Most girls and boys who are exposed to violence live in this isolation, loneliness, and fear, and do not know where to turn to help. Younger children are especially at risk for violence as they are less able to speak up and seek support, and it can cause irreversible damage for their development. So stop the violence against the children. We can stop the violence. Violence has serious and long-lasting consequences for its victims and the major impact of the health, development, and school performance of children. Violence against children can be prevented, and there has been real progress. So we can make that together. Stop bullying and stop violence. And that's all from me. Thank you for your attention for this presentation.
Yes.
Dia, would you like to do this gesture?
Yes.
Yes.
I think she has to lower your screen a bit so we can see you till your yes.
Better.
Yes. Fantastic. Thank you.
Thank you, dear. Thank you
Thank you,
very
dear.
much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. So, dear Astara, would you like to say something about 𝐒𝐿𝐴 presentation?
Yes. It's direct to the point, but loaded with information. And I love the part you highlighted on justice for children. Yeah. So fantastic, insightful, and impressive, Sharon. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And now, moving ahead, Steffi and Fiona, are you ready to present? I think Fiona will share the screen, right, Steffi?
Yes, I'm Steffi, and I will let Fiona to share to me. Sorry for the mistake before. Sorry.
No.
And I will start now. And good afternoon, everyone. My name is Steffi, and this is I am currently a lecturer who works in a university in Guangzhou Baiyun University, and I teach in international business. I have been a teacher in the university for almost 10 years, and currently I am a PhD student, major in education in Manuel Curzon University. And today, my topic is about 下一页. This is my outline. 下一页. 可以翻下一页吗?
Fiona, please click on second slide.
Yes. 下一页. 可以按吗? Yes, this is my contents, and this include introduction. First one is introduction, and let's move on to the introduction. Next page. Before I move this, start my presentation, because our topic today is SDG 16, right? So it's about United Sustainable Development. I will show you a 1-minute video that is overview of this topic. 点一下播放1分钟. Yeah, just 1 minute.
Okay. Dear Fiona, you have to click the share the sound button.
Yes.
Only then we can audible the sound here. Before sharing, you have to click on share the audio button.
声音有声音吗?
There is 3 small circles or button on the right lower corner, so you can press it.
怎么没声音呢?
I have already shared the sound.
Okay.
Okay. There's no sound. Okay. This is just a video that I searched on the YouTube because I think it's a brief introduction of what exactly the sustainable development it is, because it is well known that we have 16 goals here, and today our topic is about goal 16. But before I talk about goal 16, I just want to show you guys a overview introduction about the goal 1 and goal 17 and what exactly the sustainable development it is. That is just a brief introduction of this video, and we can move to next page. Yes. 下一页.
Fiona, please, next page.
So after we know the brief conception of the sustainable United Nations Sustainable Development, I will move on to what exactly the United Nations of our topic, that is SDG 16. 下一页. Next page. 没反应. Next page.
Fiona, can we have the next page?
Okay, yes, from the first page. From the first page. 从第一页开始. 第一页开始. First page. Okay, introduction. Yes, high levels of armed violence and insecurity have a destructive impact on a country's development, while sexual violence, crime, exploitation, and torture are prevalent where there is a conflict or no rule of law, and countries must take measures to protect those who are most at risk. And goal 16 is about promoting peaceful and inclusive societies, providing access to justice for all, building effective, accountable, and inclusive institutions at all levels. People everywhere should be free of fear from all forms of violence and feel safe as they go about their lives wherever their ancestry, faith, or sexual orientation. However, ongoing and new violent conflicts around the whole world are derailing the global path to peace and achievement of Goal 16. Alarmingly, the year 2022 witnessed a more than 50% increase in conflict-related civilian deaths, the first since adoption of Agenda 2030, largely due to the war in the Ukraine. Next page. Next page. 下一页。哎，下一页。这念过了吧？下一页。Okay, high levels of armed violence and insecurity have a destructive impact on a country's development, while sexual violence, crime, exploitation, and torture are prevalent where there is conflict or no rule of law, and countries must take measures to protect those who are most at risk. Government, civil society, and communities. Why should I kill? High levels of armed violence and insecurity have a destructive impact on a country's development. Sexual violence, crime, exploitation, and torture are prevalent where there is conflict or no rule of law. Government, civil society, and communities need to work together to find lasting solutions to conflict and security. Strengthening the rule of law and promoting human rights is key to this process, as it reduces the flow of illicit arms, combating corruption, ensuring crews participate at all times. Next page. How does this apply to where I live? Goal 16 aligns with the broader human rights framework by promoting societies that respect and uphold individual rights, as well as the right to privacy, freedom of expression, and access to information. Peace is a fundamental precondition for social and economic development. Without peace, societies are often plagued by conflict, violence, and instability, which can hinder progress and result in the loss of lives and resources. Equal access to justice is essential for protecting the rights of individuals, resolving disputes, and ensuring that vulnerable populations are not marginalized or mistreated. Crimes threatening peaceful societies, including homicide, trafficking, and other organized crimes, as well as discriminatory laws or practices, affect all countries. Next page. Next. What if we don't take action? Armed violence and insecurity have a destructive impact on countries' development, affecting economic growth and often resulting in long-lasting grievance among communities. Violence also affects children's health, development, and well-being, and their ability to strive. It causes trauma and weakens social inclusion. Lack of access. Okay, what can we do? That is, exercise the rights to hold your elected official to account, to freedom of information and share opinion with the elected representative, promote inclusion and respect towards people of different ethnic origins, religions, gender, sexual orientation, or different opinions. Next. And this is about facts and figures related to the achievement of Goal 16. At the end of 2022, 108.4 million people were forcibly displaced worldwide, an increase of 90 million compared with the end of 2021 and a 2.5 times the number of a decade ago. In 2021, the world experiences how many one? Okay, and lastly, last part is about the Goal 16 targets. This is the targets I searched for my information that include 16.1, significantly reduce all forms of violence and related death rates everywhere, to 16.6, develop effective, accountable, and transparent institutions at all levels. Next.下一页。下一页。And from 16.7, ensure responsive, inclusive, participatory, and representative decision-making at all levels, to 16.10, ensuring public access to information and protect fundamental freedoms. That's it. Thank you. Thank you for listening. Thank you.
Dear
Yes.
Steffi,
So
can you
thank
please
you. Thank
oh,
you,
you cannot
Steffi.
do. Yeah, she can't do. She can't do. Shouldn't be doing.
I can hear you.
Okay,
I can hear you.
Yeah, I'll just take your photograph. Okay.
Yeah.
Steffi,
Okay.
would you like to do this? No?
Yeah, of course, it's okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yes.
Yes.
Because they are
Thank
not allowed to
you.
do. Yes.
Yes. So
Okay.
Steffi and Fiona, ni hao, right?
Yeah, right.
How are you?
Your pronunciation is accurate. It's perfect. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. So thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
it's
you very
clear.
much. Ni hao, dear.
Thank
Ni hao.
you.
Dear, just let me show where we can do what in a what manner we can do ni hao, like this, ni hao, like this.
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
Mandarin, 你好. Yes.
Ni
That
hao.
means
Okay.
hello. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Dear,
thank you.
could you do the ni hao action? Actually, our other speakers want to know.
You mean in Mandarin?
Yes, yes. Please do the ni hao.
Yes. 你好.
Yes.
How are you?
Yeah. 你好. How are
Yes.
you?
Okay.
That means hello, everyone. 你好, everyone. Yes.
Okay, that's great. That's great.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
谢谢你.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
Thank you.
So
Okay.
thank you, Dr. Derry, for your wonderful research scholars. Although with these kind of technical glitches, they have to do a struggle. But at last, we have understand that yes, definitely peaceful world is everyone wants. Everyone wants the peaceful and the more sustainable world. So now, Dr. Derry, we can start with your another research scholar. RNA, are you ready? You are already co-host. RNA, first, please switch on your camera if possible. I would like to request. Yes. That's great. Senior high school. Okay. He is the grade 11 student, right? Arena, please switch on your camera. Yes. Thank you very much. Now I am giving you a spotlight here. Yes. Okay. Yes. Please start. First of all, please introduce yourself and please start your presentation.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Arian Rodrigo from St. Patrick's School of Quezon City from the Senior High School Department. I am currently under the strand of STEM, and here I am going to be presenting my research from last year, connecting it to SDG 16. So without further ado, let's start the presentation. Okay. So the title of my research is Exploring the Experiences and Coping Mechanisms of Student Cyberbullying Victims. It is a qualitative study. So in order to connect my research topic to SDG 16, I've come to the conclusion that SDG 16 aims to promote peaceful and inclusive societies and ensure access to justice for all. This goal is directly related to exploring the experiences and coping mechanisms of student cyberbullying victims, as understanding their struggles and responses is crucial for creating safe, inclusive digital environments. By addressing the impact of cyberbullying and supporting victims, we can work towards reducing harm and fostering a culture of peace and justice for young people online. To start our presentation, here is a quote from an anonymous person. Promoting peaceful, inclusive societies involves understanding and supporting student cyberbullying victims who navigate their experiences and coping mechanisms to reclaim safety and resilience. Technological advancement has expanded both professional and recreational opportunities, with the internet and social media playing a significant role, especially since COVID-19. Social media transformed communication, allowing students to create and interact online, enhancing their connections. However, these platforms can also foster inappropriate behavior and cyberbullying, posing risks to students' mental health, well-being, and online reputation. The study aimed to explore the experiences of cyberbullying victims, assessing its impact and coping mechanisms, 2, analyze the psychological, emotional, and social effects of cyberbullying, and 3, understand the specific experiences, coping mechanisms, and long-term consequences faced by victims of cyberbullying. The study explored the lived experiences of cyberbullying victims using a qualitative phenomenological approach. Connolly describes phenomenology as focusing on the nature of experience from the individual's perspective. The research delved into cyberbullying victims' first-hand experience, analyzing their description to gain a comprehensive understanding of the psychological, emotional, and social impact, as well as coping mechanisms. The problem identified in previous research was the limited knowledge of the harmful impacts of cyberbullying on students. In the digital age, online platforms and technology have provided individuals with opportunities to widen their creative expression through content creation and social interaction. According to Geng et al., cyberbullying harms individuals and organizations. Its adverse consequences include anxiety, depression, stress, burnout, increased physical and mental symptoms, etc. With the rise of technological advancement rapidly growing, the harmful aspects of online platforms also rise. This was the questions that we used in this specific research. Number 1, what are the long-term effects of cyberbullying on students' health, well-being, and creative output? Number 2, what coping mechanisms do students use to deal with cyberbullying? And 3, what role can educational institutions, parents, and online platforms play in preventing cyberbullying against students? This is the theoretical framework that I used in order to do this study. Number 1 is the general strain theory proposed by Robert Agnew in 1992. This suggests that individuals experiencing anger and stress may engage in criminal or deviant actions, which could include traditional or online bullying as a means to alleviate their emotional strain. The second one is the social ecological theory proposed by Brenner in 1979. It explains how a young person's behavior is shaped by personal characteristics and various environmental factors, including family, peers, school, community, and society. This theory is frequently used to understand bullying dynamics, with interactions in these environments influencing whether someone becomes a bully, victim, or bystander. The conceptual framework explored the experiences and coping mechanisms of students' cyberbully victims. The research focused on exploring the students' perspective on their encounter and how this impacted their well-being, the coping mechanisms they employed, and possible preventive measures schools, parents, and online platforms take. Let's move on to the methodology. The research design employed G𝐿𝐼G's phenomenological approach, which aims to uncover the authentic experiences of the subject on the investigations. The locale of the study was conducted at multiple educational institutions in Quezon City and Manila, Philippines. For the participants, the study targeted 6 students from multiple educational institutions in Quezon City and Manila, in the junior high and senior high school departments who are victims of cyberbullying. The researcher used purposive sampling, a non-probability technique, to select participants based on their relevance to the research topic. And for the data gathering procedure, it was conducted via Zoom, ensuring that the researchers sought the respondents' validation before their inclusion in the study. The instrument used was a structured interview, facilitating understanding from the participants' perspective and attributing meaning to their experience was employed in a 2-person existential interaction. For the data analysis, the thematic analysis method was employed to assess qualitative data, aiming to identify recurrent patterns of meaning. Now, let's move on to the themes or results and discussions of the study. What are the long-term effects of cyberbullying on students' health, well-being, and creative output? The theme created for this question is the pervasive psychological scars and decline of social skills from cyberbullying. The research emphasizes that cyberbullying significantly impairs students' academic performance and focusing skills, hindering their ability to meet academic tasks effectively. Furthermore, the studies reveal that cyberbullying has detrimental effects on students' social interaction skills and confidence, with potential irreversible damage to their psyche. The highlighted impact of cyberbullying extends to shattering students' self-confidence and social interaction skills, suggesting potential long-term challenges in restoring their psychological well-being from such encounters. The second research question, what coping mechanisms do students use to deal with cyberbullying? The theme created was discovering digital resilience through isolation, distraction, and counseling. The study's findings contribute to understanding various coping mechanisms employed by cyberbullying victims, including avoidance, distancing, and counseling. Among these, avoidance emerged as the most frequently used strategy. These coping mechanisms play a crucial role in mitigating the impact of cyberbullying on victims' well-being, serving to alleviate stress and prevent potential long-term consequences. Lastly, what role can educational institutions, parents, and online platforms play in preventing cyberbullying against students? The theme created was empowering digital guardians through open communication and integrating anti-cyberbullying measures into the curriculum. Educational institutions should adopt a global approach to address cyberbullying, fostering a safer online environment for students. Emphasizing safety and positivity within schools and various environments is equally crucial. Implementation of policies on online platforms is vital for preventing not only cyberbullying, but also other cybercrime acts, creating a secure space for users. The use of software to detect cyberbullying acts as a preventive tool, prompting users to reconsider hurtful messages. Parental involvement is key in promoting responsible behavior and raising awareness on websites that can contribute to implementing preventive measures for a safer online experience. We should remember that the Sustainable Development Goal 16 or SDG 16 promotes peaceful, inclusive societies, access to justice, and effective institutions, which can help minimize cyberbullying. By advocating for respect, strong legal and policy frameworks, access to justice, effective institutions, and awareness around human rights, SDG 16 can create environments that discourage cyberbullying and support victims in seeking justice. To properly end the presentation, here is another quote from an anonymous person that states, "Peace and justice in a digital world empower the resilience of young hearts navigating the shadows of cyberbullying." That is the end of my presentation. Thank you. Have a nice and blessed day.
Great, great. Means I actually very much recommended this idea. That in this ultra modern business world, in this digital world, definitely we have to take sincere efforts towards the sustainable and the peaceful world. And I like this idea that we have to incorporate in our curriculum that yes, we have to stop the cyberbullying. We have to incorporate the measures related to the anti-cyberbullying. So thank you, Dr. Derry. Once again, your research scholars, your students are doing brilliant job, sir. Thank you, Dr. Derry. Thank you very much. And definitely, with the help of throughout journey of the 17 days, I would like to write our recommendations to the Ministry of Education, India also, and in the Croatia, definitely Christiana Scaler would love to write these kind of recommendations to the Ministry of Croatia also. And yes, sir, tremendously job, sir, tremendously. Thank you very much, sir. Yes, so I think we have done with the all speakers.
Yeah, we have to do the
gesture of Arian. Yes, yes.
Arian,
right. Arian, I am giving you spotlight again. Yes.
Cyberbullying is one of my favorite topic as well.
Yes, and it's one of my favorite topics also, because I believe in ethical hacking.
Yes.
Ethical hacking. Yes. So Arina, we can't see you, dear. Yes, now we can see you.
Now.
Yes. Please do this, dear. Thank you. Please smile, dear.
Okay, this is a smile. Beautiful. Thank you.
Yes. Thank
so
you, dear. Thank you very much. Okay. Yes, so we have done all the speakers. All the speakers are brilliant. We have the speaker from China, from Grenada, from Philippines, and we have mentors from Malaysia and Croatia. Amazing, amazing. So thank you all the great speakers. And we have also the speakers from the USA. Yes. So thank you all of you. Fiona, just hold down. I am giving you a spotlight again.
Yeah, Ariana, can you please stop sharing?
Yes.
Thank you, dear. Okay.
And Fiona, I must say, your sincere efforts, you actually you helped to share the screen to Steffi. Thank you very much, dear Fiona. Thank you. Okay, Fiona, I think you can do this, right?
Yeah,
You can
please.
do this?
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Dear Astana, please check
Done.
the screen.
Done. Done, dear.
Okay,
Thank you.
that's
Thank
great.
you. Thank you
That's
so
great.
much.
Ni hao, Fiona. Ni hao.
Shesheni. Thank you. Is Shesheni.
Sheshini, that means.
Yeah, Shesheni.
Okay, so Shashini, yeah, Shashini, dear Fiona, thank you. Dear Fiona, please switch on your mic and please share your experience. Fiona, please switch on your mic.
Unmute your mic there, and then Dr. Supriya, I want you to share your experience today.
Dr. Derry, would you like to explain her?
Fiona, can you say anything for the speakers and the participants? Just say anything like thank you or anything for participating in the conference. Just a short message, Fiona. Fiona, you can unmute your microphone.
Okay, I got it. First of all, I feel very grateful to have Dr. Nai to invite us to attend this meeting. I think I benefit a lot from it. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, dear. Thank you very much for your participation. Thank you, dear. Okay, great. Now I would like to request Professor Dr. Esther Mala. Esther Mala, ma'am, please conclude the session, ma'am.
Sure. Thank you, Dr. Supriya. Ladies and gentlemen, as we draw the curtains on the enlightening conference, summit, focused on Sustainable Development Goal 16, let us reflect on the pivotal discussion and insights shared over the last few hours. Our collective commitments to peace, justice, and strong institution has been resoundingly reaffirmed. We have delved into the crucial role of inclusive governance, access to justice, and the role of law in fostering peaceful, just, and inclusive societies. The diverse perspectives and experiences shared by our esteemed delegates, eminent speakers, and students, especially the research done by students and participants, have underscored the interconnectedness of this issue and the imperative of collaborative action. As we depart, let us carry forward the momentum generated here today. Let us continue to advocate for policies and practices that promote transparency, accountability, and equal access to justice for all. Let us empower communities, amplify marginalized voices, and work tirelessly towards building a world where every individual can thrive in dignity and security. Thank you to all who have contributed to the success of SDG 16 Summit. Let us remain steadfast in our commitment to SDG 16 and its transformative potential. Let us keep striving for a world of peace, justice, and equality for all. We'll continue our journey tomorrow on SDG 17 partnership for the goal. Thank you. Thank you so much. Dr. Supriya, back to you.
Thank you, dear. Thank you very much. Alan from the land of Georgia. Would you like to participate in the join hands gesture? Tamar? Please ask her to open the camera. She is with us. Yes. Arine, I actually forgot her name. Arine or it's Ellen?
Sorry, Eleni, it's at school now.
Okay. She has gone.
And she can't participate now.
Okay. Okay. No issue, dear. No issue. No issue.
I would
Although she has sent her picture, yes. Although she has sent her picture on the messenger, yes. So thank you very much. So all of you, all the distinguished speakers from the different lands, from the different parts of world, I, Dr. Supriya Pathak, I am truly humbled, truly honored on behalf of Team G𝐿𝐴 Association that you join together to make this world more sustainable and more peaceful. I believe that, yes, with the help of all the target and all the challenges of the SDG 16, peace, justice, and strong institutions, definitely we will move a step towards the more sustainable, more resilient, and the more inclusive world, where each get the access of quality education, each get the access of peace and the strong institutions. So thank you very much. Thank you, Dr. Derry. Thank you, all of you. Thank you for joining us. Thank you. Yes, so tomorrow we will meet again to address the SDG 17, partnerships and goals. Thank you. Thank you, all of you. Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.